Thanks for joining us. I'm Blake Suniga here with Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz.
And with a moment here before we get to the tip-off, here are tonight's starting lineups.
Playoff atmosphere in the building tonight. Two of the elite teams in the WNBA squaring off.
This is as good as it gets. There's only a few teams in the league on this level.
Yeah, and you know what? To me, this is a preview of the playoffs. You know, if they don't meet in the postseason, I'll be shocked. And guys, the energy in this arena with these fans is going to be off the charts.
Here's Nelson Adota.
Just 5 on the clock.
Back to Sheldon.
Charles. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Stephanie Dolson.
Sutton.
Second shot opportunity. The rebound by Charles.
If she can get to the rim, she'll usually turn it into points, but the defense stood tall there.
Score the basket. Nice shot after missing her first attempt.
A reliable interior scoring option, Charles plays with power and poise around the rim.
Sykes outside.
Austin.
Back to Sykes.
Yes, and it's Shakira Austin picking up the assist.
She did so well to lead her teammate right to the ideal spot. That's the kind of playmaking coaches like to see.
Now here's Mabry.
Pass to Charles. Launches it.
The offensive rebound. Back to Mabry. Here's Allen.
Tries again. Here's Charles.
Now here's Allen. Now here's Mabry.
She's guarded by Sykes. Charles the screen.
And Marina Mabry gets the triple.
Some impressive creativity from Mabry, operating the pick and roll like a surgeon.
Now Sutton.
Pass to Dolson.
Angsler.
Sykes outside.
Here's Sutton. Now here's Austin.
He clings that one off the back iron and it falls.
Opportunistic shot by Austin, finds the mid-range look and doesn't waste it.
The Sun with the lead.
And the last time the Mystics won a playoff series was in 2019 when they won it all.
Well, they got bounced in the opening round last year, which makes it 3 of the last 4 years where they've lost in the first round. The Mystics just haven't been able to replicate that 2019 run.
Here's Sutton.
Pass to Sykes.
Angsler, defended by Sheldon.
Here's Sykes. And she floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Even at 5'9", no fear from Sykes. She plays way bigger than her height. Tremendous heart.
And here's Mabry. Allen with it.
Right side Charles. Over Dolson. Another miss by Tina Charles.
Not sure what the D was doing there. She's not the player to give open looks to, but they got away with it that time.
Pass to Sutton.
With the floater.
Here's Austin.
Score the basket. Her second of 2 attempts.
Always bringing the energy. Shakira Austin with effort points, and those buckets feel bigger than just 2.
Now here's Mabry.
Not a lot of room. Charles the screen.
And that one's good. Marina Mabry for 3.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Here's Sutton.
No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change.
Here's Austin.
and the shot goes in.
Making her living in the lane. Shakira Austin, good luck slowing her down.
And so here's Connecticut.
Allen with it. Outside Mabry.
Five to shoot. They set the pick. There's the three. Rebounded by the Mystics.
And here's Enksler. Pass to Sutton. Enksler. Now here's Austin.
Sykes.
Mabry covering.
And Brittany Sykes gets the three.
Well, beyond the arc, Sykes can be pretty choosy, but she finds an angle she likes and drills it.
Here's Allen. Outside Charles.
Pass to Mabry. Sheldon.
She's guarded by Sykes. Here's Allen. And she can't answer back the three-pointer offline. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing in control. You have to respect the determination that Shakira Austin brings to the court. She plays extremely hard and will not back down from any matchup.
And this is her first free throw of the game.
Shakira Austin. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
She misses the free throw.
And one thing that makes this game so fascinating is all the different styles you can incorporate. What do you think is the best for winning, though, Brian?
Well, you know me. I love to grind it out. Slower pace, that's what wins come playoff time.
Yeah, maybe like in the 90s, Brian. I mean, I prefer teams that pick up the pace, take a lot of threes, and can outrun you.
And the second free throw, good.
And looking at Shakira Austin, she finished second in Rookie of the Year voting back in 2022.
And we talk about immediate impact. She had a double-double in her second career game. Austin plays like the 6'5" center she is. Excellent around the rim, rebounds, doesn't venture too much in the perimeter.
Here's Parks.
Down low. It's stolen by Sykes. One-on-one fast break.
Pass to Melbourne. Sutton.
It's Brittany Sykes on the wing.
Screened by Austin.
Shot clock at 5. A little pass fake there. Froze the D. That was a nice move.
She can beat you in a lot of different ways. Sykes is dangerous in the pick and roll game because she can handle the ball too.
Now Allen. Looking for her first basket still in this one. Knocks it loose.
Pass to Melbourne.
To the paint. Here's Austin. And she drops in the layup off glass.
You know, she's not going to force anything on offense. Austin plays within the flow of the game, takes smart shots.
Connecticut trailing.
Now here's Mabry.
She has 6. To the middle. Here's Allen. Banked in off the glass.
Very clever passing. She put that ball on a silver platter for her.
And here's Washington.
And here's Sutton. Pass to Melbourne. Here's Austin. Now Melbourne. She's covered by Allen.
Now Sykes. Shot clock at 3. Here's Austin.
Nelson Adota with the rebound. Mabry with it.
Pass to Allen. Tries a three. Rebounded by the Mystics. Here's Melbourne. Quiet so far offensively, searching for first points of the game. And here's Dolson. Pass to Sutton. Over Mabry. Sutton, no good.
She had all the space she needed, but just could not find the bottom of the bucket.
Now here's Mabry. Here's Charles, guarded by Austin. Outside Charles. Shoots over Austin. That one rolling around and rims out. Here's Sutton. She's covered by Allen. Dolson with it. Misses, and the dry spell continues. The Sun on offense. They trail by 7. Charles. She's guarded by Sykes. Outside Charles. Here's Nelson Ododa, guarded by Dolson. Nelson Ododa with the bucket. So it's Washington now. Now Sutton. She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Count it.
When a player has confidence like Dolson, you see the pass coming and expect her to take the shot immediately.
Some tough offensive sets, and they really want to turn it around.
They got to lock in and need a basket just to regain some momentum.
Takes a step back. Pass to Parks. Gets a three-pointer to fall.
Well, defenders can get so wrapped up in Mabry's scoring ability, it starts to open up the floor for her teammates.
And here's Melbourne. Here's Sutton. Off target from three-point range.
She's having all sorts of problems with her shots.
Yeah, the words ice and cold come to mind with the way she's shooting the ball.
Back to Mabry. Screen by Charles. The tray. And that one's good. Marina Mabry for 3.
Her three-point shot will take her far. Mabry is a great long-range option, capable of knocking down from deep.
Here's Sutton. Mabry covering. Sutton with the bucket.
Yeah, late reaction to the defense. She's always going to convert that.
Now here's Allen. Outside Charles. Pass to Mabry. The shot. Again, the Suns score.
A player who knows their role. If a teammate sets up Mabry, she's got the green light to fire.
Here's Sykes. From deep. Oh, no good, trying to beat the buzzer. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. Mystics ahead, up 1. And don't go away, we'll be back momentarily. And off we go. A close game, now entering the second quarter. And for the Mystics, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
This team's on the same page. They're right where they need to be on offense.
Yeah, they're on the same page, the same chapter, whatever you want to call it. And they're hitting their scorers right when they need to, making scoring just easy for them.
The Mystics leading. Now Melbourne. She hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Hanksler, no good.
I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Look good here, too. I'm as shocked as you.
Sheldon outside.
Pass to Hartley. Let's go with a three. Rebounded by the Mystics. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Sykes outside. The three. It's in, and she's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Remember, she's on the court to do this. Score. Sykes can fill it up once she gets going.
Sheldon.
She's guarded by Sykes. Pass to Hartley. Lets the three fly. That one's in. Her first basket of the game. She is 1 for 2.
A strong distance shooter like Hartley will not waste that shot. She makes it look almost effortless.
Angsler with it, covered by Smith. Brittany Sykes for 3.
And another three for Washington.
Just on fire from beyond the arc.
Seems like just about all her points are coming from deep.
Hartley outside. Screen by Charles. And the Sun hit again from deep.
3 points.
How about that for a response?
We'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
Turning into a three-point contest.
Now here's Angsler.
Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. They set the pick. Here's Sykes. Foul called that time on the way up. And that'll give her 2 chances at the free throw line.
Team foul.
J.C. Sheldon picks it up.
Well, you don't always see guards that want to bring it down low. Sykes doesn't take a lot of threes because she'd rather pound the rock inside.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
And just thinking about players that do it all, who would you say is the most versatile player in the league?
Alyssa Thomas, for me, she averaged 15, 10, and 8 last year. Pretty much unheard of in the W.
That was an insane year from Alyssa Thomas. I mean, she could have won MVP for sure. But I'm going to go with Nafisa Collier. I mean, she does it all. She's all WNBA in terms of defense. She's averaged 21 points a game. She can pass it. She can rebound it. I mean, just an incredible talent.
Now here's Hartley. She has 6. Beyond the arc.
Offensive board.
Screen by Charles.
Sheldon outside. Parks.
5 on the clock.
Pass to Smith. It's rebounded by Angsler.
So it's Washington now. 3-point lead. To the left wing. Here's Kune. Inside. Here's Sykes. Comes up empty down low.
She's a very strong finisher, guys. I'm surprised that she wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Sheldon outside.
Pass to Smith.
Expanding her range. And no good. And Washington has possession. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. To the inside. And stolen by Charles. Now here's Hartley. She's tightly guarded.
That one's good, and it's J.C. Sheldon with the dime.
Coaches love Bria Hartley on their team, and you're seeing why. She's not afraid to mix it up down low, and she's truly a 1 who plays the game hard.
Now here is Sykes. 18 points for her.
Yet another 3 for her. Once we hit the second quarter, the 3's starting to fall down like rain for her.
Sheldon outside.
To the middle. Tipped.
And stolen by Brittany Sykes.
To the paint. Here's Kune. Count it. Good.
Those are teammates who clearly know each other's moves very well.
The Sun trailing. Hartley with it. She's got 8.
Sheldon outside.
Pass to Smith. 6 on the shot clock. Charles puts up the 3. Third time is not the charm. 0 for 3 from the floor. Here's the Mystics with the ball. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. They set the screen. Brittany Sykes outside. The Sun pull it in.
Well, Tina Charles has always had an impressive and versatile skill set, Brian.
Yeah, she's led the league both in scoring and rebounds before. She's a true double-double threat on any night and impacts the game in so many ways.
Here's Melbourne. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Sykes. No good with the triple. And here is Hartley. Pass to Smith from outside the arc.
Sheldon outside.
Takes the 3. The shot's good on the assist by Tina Charles.
Don't underestimate Charles's playmaking ability. She's capable of making some advanced passes.
And here's Edwards.
Melbourne. She's guarded by Hartley. Now Enxler. Pass to Sykes. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by Parks. Now here's Hartley. She's guarded closely. There's a screen. Now here's Smith. Here's Parks. Good work there as it goes.
Very high-quality shot. Can't get enough of those.
Outside Edwards. Enxler covered by Smith. Pass to Sykes. 3-pointer. That counts. She's put up 13 shots and now has made 8 of them.
Puts her awareness on full display. Sykes knew exactly how much time she had for the catch and shoot.
Here's Smith. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Now here is Sykes. She's got 24. Pass to Melbourne. Here's Kone. She's guarded by Hartley. Here's Sykes. Shoots the 3. Brittany Sykes can't get that one to fall. Smith outside. Now Hartley. And here's Charles. And the rebound goes to the Mystics. Now Melbourne. Quiet so far offensively, searching for first points of the game. Brittany Sykes outside. That's down the hatch. Notch 1 more to her total, and that's 9 for 15 shooting. And so here's Connecticut. 7-point differential. Pass to Charles. Another shot, and the shot counts. She's fouled. That's a chance for a 3-point play.
Love the physicality Charles brings to the hardwood. The and one effort has to inspire her teammates.
We're close to reaching the 30th season of the WNBA. What a milestone.
And the stability we currently have, it's just so important. The league is in a great place. Plus, guys, it's continuing to grow.
Yeah, the W is on very solid ground. And as you said, Tim, I think we just keep getting bigger.
Sutton with the bucket.
Used her strength to get in the post without much fight from the D.
They need to do a better job next time and muscle up on her. I mean, that's just too easy.
Now here's Mabry. She's got 11. Knocks down the 3-ball.
She's got the ability to take over a game. Mabry having herself a night.
The Mystics with the lead. And here's Sutton. It's Brittany Sykes on the wing. Pass to Angsler. Now Sutton. Sykes with the ball. Launches a three. Nelson Adota with the rebound. Outside Mabry. Here's Charles. Yes, and a nice assist for Marina Mabry. And here's Washington. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's Sutton. She's covered by Allen. Now Sutton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Sykes. From deep three-point range, Nelson Adota with the rebound. A basket here gets them back in front.
And it's been a pretty long time coming.
Charles. That gives them the lead.
Because of Charles's unique combination of strength and length, she's able to beat shot contests down low.
Here's Sutton. Pass to Angsler. Now Dolson. Brittany Sykes for 3. The shot will not fall. The Sun leading. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing in control.
Outside Mabry. It's Tina Charles, high post. It doesn't go for her. Good work defensively by Stephanie Dolson. Pass to Sutton.
And Sheldon gets the whistle that time.
That'll be her second foul of the game. And the Mystics call time here.
Timeout is charged to Washington. All right, let's go to the other court. Come on, get that. Your breakers dance crew.
It's Brittany Sykes on the wing. Mabry covering. Pass to Angsler. And here's Sutton. Looking to end the drought. And the 3 ball is good.
Great vision from a very unselfish Emily Angsler. She is really all about the team.
The Sun trailing. Allen with it. Shot clock at 6. Shoots it. The Mystics pull it in.
She kind of short-armed that shot after doing a nice job of getting open.
Here's Sykes. 27 points for her. Pass to Sutton. It's rebounded by Sheldon. From deep. She got it up in time, but it just wouldn't fall for her. And we're through the first half of play here. Been a good one. Mystics ahead. They're up by 2. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. Sykes with a strong contribution so far in this game.
How about her scoring in the first half? She's looked like a very different player today, an elite player.
Yeah, and she's been a pleasant surprise for them, that's for sure. She really hit on something that worked in those first 2 quarters.
And here's Washington. Down low. Pass to Dolson. Over Charles. The bank shot, no good.
Sheldon outside. Now here's Allen. Back to Sheldon.
Off with the layup.
Well, they call them layups for a reason. It's not easy to miss that close to the rim.
The 5th overall pick in the 2024 draft, 5'10" guard, J.C. Sheldon.
Yeah, she grew up and played basketball in the state of Ohio. And Sheldon went high in the draft because she could hit threes, run point, and is a very good point of attack defender.
Once inside, Sykes commits to the play. She'll work around contact if she has to.
And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Outside Mabry. Pass to Charles. Out to the wing. Here's Allen. That misses off the backboard.
Well, she didn't have a hand in her face, so I thought she was for sure going to bury that.
Here's Engsler.
Now Sutton.
Screen by Austin.
Here's Sutton. Chase covered by Allen.
Sykes, no good. And they've been struggling here offensively.
Bit of a dry spell for sure.
Sheldon outside.
Pass to Charles.
Outside Mabry.
The 3. It's good, as 5 others before it were. She's now shooting 6 for 7.
And really, guys, it's been an exceptional performance from her from the field.
Here's Sutton. Chase covered by Allen. Now here's Austin. Stolen by Sheldon.
In transition, here come the Sun. And she gets it to go. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half.
And here's Sutton.
She has 7. Now here's Dolson.
Pass to Sutton.
Trying her luck from deep.
Nelson Adota with the rebound.
Now Mabry. 17 points in the game. Out to the right wing. Here's Nelson Adota. She's guarded by Sykes. And good that time. Washington trailing.
Here's Sutton.
Pass to Austin. Sykes. Six to shoot. And that time also missed a shot. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing in control. Whoop got caught in between moves on her way to the rack.
Pass to Sutton.
And here's Austin.
Brittany Sykes for 3.
Yes, and it's Shakira Austin picking up the assist. And that'll tie this game up.
Allen with it.
Now Nelson Adota, guarded by Austin. Pass to Allen. Here's Nelson Adota, guarded by Austin. Outside Mabry. Three-pointer. Count that one as her 7th make in 8 attempts. That's a scorching 86%.
Great play by Mabry. What an answer from beyond the arc.
Now here's Angsler, defended by Sheldon. Here's Austin. Screen by Austin. Here's Sutton.
Misses the three.
Not a whole lot going down for her. She can't catch a break.
Outside Mabry. Charles with the bucket.
That pass allowed her to get straight to the rim in perfect stride.
And these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assists.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively too.
Now here's Angsler. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. Clock at 6. Brittany Sykes attacking.
Rebound Marina Mabry.
The Sun with the lead. Shot from 6, and off the front iron, and in it goes.
Nice move by Mabry. She sees an opening and takes off to the defense.
And here's Sutton. She's got 7. Back to Sykes.
Yes, and it's Shakira Austin picking up the assist.
Outstanding entry pass. She knew exactly where to go with that ball.
Now here's Mabry. 22 points for her. The Mystics pull it in. Now Sykes.
Pass to Sutton.
Shoots a 3. Buries it from three-point range.
Everything you could possibly want in a guard, Brittany Sykes is a tremendous distributor.
Here's Mabry. It's Tina Charles, high post. With the fadeaway.
They grab their own miss.
Goes up again. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Great hustle by Mabry. She's not just hanging out on the perimeter, she's attacking.
Washington calls timeout. Late second-round pick in 2019, Marina Mabry sure has carved out a nice role for herself over time.
Well, she never gave up on herself despite slipping far in the draft. She continued to work on her game and has proven how multi-talented a player she is. Her story is definitely inspirational.
Both teams will make substitutions.
Pass to Melbourne.
Back to Sykes. Just 5 to shoot from deep. The rebound by Charles. And here's Connecticut. They lead by 4. Here's Mabry. And the rebound goes to the Mystics. Brittany Sykes outside. The shot misses. Pass to Mabry. To the wing, right side. Inside. And foul called as she misses. And she's going to shoot 2 free throws.
It's on Shakira Austin.
Good concentration from Hartley right there, making sure she gets the shot off and gets fouled.
It's her first trip to the line.
Shooting 2.
down the first one.
You can see the impact of Hartley's enthusiasm for the game on the floor, keeping herself and her teammates fired up.
So she gets them both.
And here's Melbourne.
No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change.
Pass to Kone.
Lets it go from deep. Connects from three-point range.
That type of D, it's just not going to cut it. They got to get a hand in her face. Too good of a shooter.
Now Parks.
She has 5.
Smith.
She's guarded by Sykes.
And here's Parks.
And again, no good by Connecticut. So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there.
With tremendous handles and ways to score, Sykes is so difficult to stop. No choice but to send her to the line sometimes.
And this is her second trip to the free throw line. No good on that one.
After tearing her ACL twice in college, some may have quit. Not Brittany Sykes, who ended up leading her school to a national title game.
Second free throw, no good. And Connecticut has possession. It's a 3-point game. Up top, Hartley. 10 points for her.
Pass to Nelson Adota.
Here's Smith. The three-pointer off the mark. Sykes outside.
Austin.
And yep, it's good.
Working it nicely right there.
Hartley with it. Now Charles. Over to the wing. Just 5 on the clock.
Smith.
Off target from outside.
It's almost like she's trying to make things hard on herself. Work it around, get an easier shot.
Sykes with the bucket.
Don't underestimate the effectiveness of Sykes' jumper. If she gets a clean look, her teammates trust her to convert.
Smith outside. Hartley.
Outside Charles. Shot to stop the run. Sinks the three-pointer.
When Charles is hitting threes, she's basically unguardable, and it gives her team some unique spacing.
Here's Melbourne.
Looking for her first basket still in this one. Pass to Sykes.
Kone.
Sykes outside. From past the arc.
It's hauled in by Parks.
The Sun with the lead.
Smith inside.
She's guarded by Sykes. Hartley outside.
Here's Parks.
Fades back. And it's good. 2 points.
It's not just close in. Charles also flourishes in the mid-range. Unfair to stop.
Sykes outside.
Pass to Austin. And that one falls. It's Brittany Sykes with the feed.
Nice pass. She got that ball right into her teammate's shooting pocket, and it yielded great results.
Here's Charles.
But when you have her on your team, you feed her in the post. Charles is too much to handle.
And this is her second and third free throws tonight.
The away team, Tina Charles. 2 shots.
2.
And she makes the first. That one falls, so she hits both of them. Washington trailing. Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. Sykes up top, covered by Smith. Sykes with the ball. Smith is there. 5 to shoot. Pass to Angsler. Takes the 3. The shot, no good. And we have just finished the third quarter, and a tight game we've got. Sun ahead, up 3. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments for our fourth quarter of basketball coming up next.
It's the fourth quarter.
Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. Sun on offense. 3-point lead.
Pass to Parks.
Now here's Charles.
Edwards grabs the miss.
Now here's Angsler. To the paint. Sykes outside. 5 on the clock.
That one's in, coming off an assist from Aaliyah Edwards.
And that ties it up.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
Here's Parks.
Tina Charles for 3. Doesn't get it to drop for her. Here's Angsler. And she was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws for her.
Physical defense by Angsler against the close defense. And it ends up drawing a good foul.
Emily Angsler. 2 shots.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for her.
A stat sheet stuffer. Emily Angsler can score, rebound, and block shots.
And so she's able to get 1 of 2.
Not an A-plus trip to the line, but she did get them the lead.
And again, no good by Connecticut. To the middle. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
The second she got around the pick and shook her man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very well done.
Now here's Hartley. Outside Charles. Back to Hartley. From the arc. And the rebound goes to the Mystics. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's Melbourne. She's guarded by Hartley. Pass to Sykes. From downtown. It's not going to go for her. The Sun trailing. Hartley outside. There's a screen. Left side. She tries for three. Yes, and it's Rhea Hartley picking up the assist.
And Hartley is a quality distributor. Realizes it's a big part of her job to share the rock.
Sykes outside. That's tipped. Hartley outside. And that misses. That would have put them up. Pass to Sykes. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Timeout called the Sun.
Sykes with a strong contribution so far in this game.
She continues to burn them at the offensive end. The coaching staff is going to have to make an adjustment.
And here is Hartley. Smith outside. Charles. Count the basket.
And this is who Charles is, a scorer who takes pride in shouldering the offensive load. She's a leader.
Pass to Kone. Sykes. Now Kone. The three is up. The three-pointer is on target.
And you're seeing the selflessness from Brittany Sykes right there. She is all about doing whatever is best for the team.
Outside Mabry. They set a pick. There's the triple. The Mystics pull it in.
It's rare to see her come up empty on such a wide open look.
Sykes, right side. Melbourne, Mabry covering. Sykes up top. Kone. 4 on the clock. It's Melbourne. And another three for Washington.
Look, I'm not sure who was supposed to pick her up, but someone's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving her that wide open.
Pass to Parks. Mabry with it. Out to Charles. Fires for three. Edwards grabs the miss. The Mystics with the lead. Now Sykes. And she uses the glass on the layup.
Well-executed possession and a well-controlled shot.
And here's Connecticut. Outside Mabry. Charles the screen. They need this. And Marina Mabry hits from deep.
Nice offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage.
Sykes outside. Edwards with the screen. This one for three. Sykes, no good. Hartley outside. And a foul on the shot. She'll go to the strike for two.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the away team, Bria Hartley. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. Both teams deciding to change it up. And she sinks the second.
They really could have used a perfect trip to the line there. Instead, they're still down 2 possessions.
Now here is Sykes, guarded closely.
Pass to Sutton.
Shot clock at 5.
And here's Austin.
Golson. And that's collected by Tina Charles. Outside Mabry. Back to Hartley. Here's the 3. And she's good on the 3 ball.
Working off ball. Hartley scores it. Nice setup from the teammate, and it's the point guard using the pass this time.
Here's Sutton. And a foul called on the shot. Got her on the way up that time, so she'll shoot 2.
Second team
It's
foul.
on Bria Hartley.
And a 2020 third-round pick. Shug Sutton was actually out of the league until 2023.
Well, she only played 12 games in the Wubble. She wasn't in the W in 2021 or 2022. But Sutton had a monster year 2023 in Phoenix. She was actually top 10 in the entire league in assists.
The first free throw is good. Both good at the line. Now Allen. Outside Charles. Pass to Mabry. Back to Charles. Shot clock at 6. A beautiful reverse layup.
Strong finish from Tina Charles, taking the hit well and powering through it.
Here's Sutton. Now here's Angsler, defended by Sheldon.
Sykes outside. Screen by Austin. From outside, off the mark.
That's a look you can't pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Outside Mabry. Charles the screen to take the lead.
Mabry misses.
You can tell she thought that triple was going to fall.
She's just shaking her head after that miss.
Pass to Austin. It's Brittany Sykes on the wing. Screen by Austin. Here's Sykes. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
Oh, wow. Tough distance, but Sykes makes it look routine.
Mabry with it. Now here's Allen.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Serena Mabry for 3. Drops in the tray. And this game is tied up now.
Yes, what a moment for Mabry, a real winning player.
Pass to Sykes.
Angsler, defended by Sheldon.
Now here's Austin. She's covered closely. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Outside Mabry. Six to shoot. And another 3 for Connecticut.
They've been relying on her three-point shot all game, and she has not let them down.
Well, her shooting has put him in a position to win this game now, and with the clock winding down and the score where it is, her light isn't red or yellow. It's going to be green and stay green.
Now here is Sykes. Pass to Angsler. Back to Sykes for three. And there's the foul. It'll go on Stephanie Dolson. That is her first foul of the game.
Team foul.
The Sun leading. And here's Mabry.
2 minutes.
Down low. Allen. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Well, people think of Mabry as a shooter, and she is a great one, but Marina also is more than a capable playmaker.
Now Sykes. To the inside. And that one's good. Austin.
When it comes to these key moments, the big moments, Shakira Austin not shy at all.
Here's Allen. Pass to Mabry. Over Sykes. And again, it's Connecticut. The Mystics trailing. Sykes with the ball. Dolson with the screen. Sykes with the ball. He's picked up by Charles. Austin. The Sun pull it in. Now here's Mabry. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Normally, Mabry operates beyond the arc. Great to see her get in the paint and force the issue.
Marina Mabry. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. Gets them both, and it's a 7-point ball game.
Good work at the line to stretch that lead out a little bit.
Washington calls timeout. From the inbound. Here's Mabry. Marina Mabry draws the double. And she commits the intentional foul.
Stephanie Dolson. Second personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for the away team. Olivia Wilson. 2 shots.
She misses the first one. Boy, she really wanted that one to fall. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. And this could be a turning point.
Critical possession here.
Sykes up top. Mabry covering. And it falls! And she has brought them within 2 points.
Love the confidence in the clutch. Brittany Sykes sure knows how to psych out her opponents.
First personal foul. Fourth team foul. At the line for the away team, Allen. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so she drops them both. And it's a 4-point ball game.
2-possession game now. Some very important free throws there.
Washington calls timeout. To Austin. Sykes. Shot clock and game clock 1 second differential. On the wing, Emily Angsler. Money! And that shot brings them within just 1.
Well, it's nice to see Angsler knock the triple down because when she does this, the floor really opens up.
And they're going to prolong the game with an intentional foul.
A smart foul there to try to extend the game.
Yeah, this isn't over, but the clock's as much of a problem for them as the score is right now.
They need some missed free throws.
Shoot 2.
Cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And she ends up making the second. And that will put them up 2. Washington calls timeout.
They can go for the 3 to win or 2 to tie. What's your choice in this situation?
Well, Tim, I don't think you set that decision in stone in this timeout. You see how things play out, but you're looking for the best shot no matter which it is.
That's a good point. First good shot I'd take.
Sykes outside. It's off.
Marina Mabry. First personal foul. 3rd team foul. At the line for Washington, Brittany Sykes. 2 shots.
She drops the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1. That one drops. He ties it up.
Incredible composure at the line to tie it up and give him a chance to get it to overtime.
Timeout called the Sun. Mabry for 3. Oh, it's off the mark, and we're going to overtime. Time expires, and we're going to overtime, baby! We'll take a quick break and then get back to the action. Well, if you're just joining us, the intensity has heated up in this one as we've watched this one go to overtime. Here's Allen. Outside Mabry. Six on the shot clock. The 19-foot shot. And the rebound goes to the Mystics. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Now Sutton. Sykes outside. Austin. Pass to Engstler to take the lead. The rebound by Charles. Now here's Mabry. She's guarded by Sykes. Marina Mabry on the wing. Down low. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Dolson. Here's Engstler. Basket counts.
Gets in a good position and makes things happen. Love to see Engstler work on the fast break.
Connecticut trailing. Well, overtime basketball, about 1.5 minutes played. Pass to Allen. Charles, guarded by Dolson. Clock at 6. They get it again. Count that bucket.
Coach has always told me that if you battle for offensive rebounds, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on the follow, just like she got there.
Now here is Sykes. The 3 ball. And it's Dolson missing. Here's Sheldon. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. So it's Washington now. Here's Sutton. Pass to Engstler. Austin with it. Sykes. Mabry covering. Shot from the top of the key. The rebound by Charles. Marina Mabry on the wing. She's guarded by Sykes. Here's Nelson Adota. Allen with it. Pass to Sheldon. To take the lead. Drains the three-pointer.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
3 minutes now gone by here in overtime. Now Engstler.
2 minutes remaining in overtime. 2 minutes.
And here's Sutton. She's covered by Allen. And so she earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and she'll shoot 2.
First team foul. At the line for your Washington Mystics. Shoot Sutton. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that brings them within 2 here. And that's good as she hits both shots. And so here's Connecticut. Now here's Mabry. The Mystics pull it in. Just under 3.5 minutes played in extra time here. Sykes up top. Mabry covering. Sykes with the bucket.
In big moments, Sykes does not lack aggressiveness. If she can make a difference, she will.
The Sun on offense. And here's Mabry. by Stephanie Dolson. Here's Sutton. She's covered by Allen.
Outside for Sykes.
Fires from deep. Nails the tray.
Yeah, you might not think of her as a true ace from three-point range, but the shot was there for her.
And the Suns call time here.
Timeout called by Connecticut. Mabry. Will it go? Connects! And she has brought them within 2 points.
Turning up the intensity when they need it most, Mabry gets the much-needed shot.
And I think we'll see them burn the clock a little bit here.
Probably a smart move. Be calm, be patient.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Mabry. Count it! And she has brought them within 2 points.
Got to do more than that to stop Mabry. She knows how to absorb contact.
And that's an intentional foul.
Team foul. At the line for Washington, Emily Inkster. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And she hits both free throws. And it's a 4-point ball game.
And the Sun call time here.
They not only need to draw up a score here, but a quick one.
And once they get that quick strike, there has to be an immediate foul.
Yeah, Brian, they can't waste any time.
To the paint. And it's Austin with the rebound. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Third team foul. At the line for Washington, Shakira Austin. 2 shots.
And no good as the first free throw misses for her. We'll see if she can nail the second. And she does get the second one. And that puts them up 5. Now here's Mabry. She's guarded closely. Allen. And again. No good by Connecticut. And they go to the intentional foul.
Third personal foul. Fourth team foul. At the line for your Washington Mystics, Emily Inkspler. 2 shots.
She hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. So the Mystics win it. They had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for them in the overtime.
You know, they didn't probably anticipate a close one down the wire in regulation, but they picked it up a notch. And I thought this overtime period was outstanding. This win has got to feel very satisfying.
That'll do it for our broadcast, everyone.